Hello everyone. Today I'm just gonna be ranking some random indie shows on YouTube because I have nothing better to do. Let's just get into it. Okay, so first on my list is Meta Runner. Now, the show takes place where video games are life. Now, the story is about this girl who I forgot her name, who basically just spawned into the world without any recollection of how she got there, with all of her memories being erased. Now, she woke up with this robotic arm, which basically just made her a badass at any game there was, which caught the attention of two parties who basically just wanted to use her for an advantage. Now, I'm not really a big fan of these types of animations, but the story is honestly really good. Now, I kind of enjoyed this, and it dives into some deep stuff from time to time, so overall, the show is okay. Now, but I'm gonna put this into the section. It's not something I would watch a lot, but it's something that I would recommend. The story is good. The animation is, for me, I don't like this type of animation. The voice acting is sometimes bad, but honestly, it's a good show. I would recommend, but it's not something I would enjoy. Okay, next up we have Lackadaisy. Now, the show is about three cats who are living during the Prohibition era. They own a speakeasies and they're trying to smuggle in illegal whiskey while getting into a fuck ton of trouble. Now, I absolutely love the show. This honestly looks like it was made by like a really big company, while it's literally just free on YouTube. The story is good, the dialogue is good. Honestly, a lot of the show is really good, which is why I'm just gonna put this straight into God tier. Next up, we have Cliffside. Now, the show is basically just a Western comedy, which is about a boy who is kind of a dick and also a girl, which is also a spider for some reason. Honestly, the only complaint I have about this show is that it's way too short. It's literally just 11 minutes long. For 11 minutes, this is honestly really good content. I really enjoyed this. And just for that, I am literally just gonna put this into the good tier. Okay, next up we have Alphabet Lore. Now, I honestly don't know if Alphabet Lore even counts as an indie show, but whatever. Now, the show is literally just the entire alphabet being attacked by the letter F for some reason. Now, the plot and the story and the whole idea is kind of goofy, but at the same time, it's kind of fun in some way. I don't know. Now, would I recommend this? Probably not, but honestly, it's kind of good, but at the same time, it's kind of not good. So, I am going to just put you into the mid tier. Okay, next up we have Hugo's Mind Place. Now, this is honestly really underrated because it only has like 200,000 views on YouTube, so this is like really underrated. But basically, the show is about three retail workers who kind of need to keep business afloat, so they just travel through dimensions to try to sell stuff back on Earth. Now, apparently this was only made by like a small group of people, so this is honestly really surprising how good of a quality this show is. And it's really short, but honestly, I really like this. So, I'm going to just put you into the good tier. Okay, next up we have Atlas and the Stars. Now, this show just follows the story of a human and alien just trying to make their way back home after just getting tossed across universes. Now, the human and the alien have no choice but to just basically stick together and get out of there. Honestly, this show sort of surprised me because of how good it was. Also, I feel like this is kind of underrated because it doesn't even have like 1 million views on YouTube yet. But the story is good, the pacing of the show is good, the characters are good. I honestly just love this. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in the good tier. Okay, next up we have Monkey Wrench. Now, I'm pretty sure I just keep mentioning underrated stuff because this is also really underrated and deserves a lot more attention. Now, this show is about a group of people who are bounty hunters in space just trying to make a living. Now, the humor is kind of bad, to be honest, and sometimes the voice acting is not good. But aside from that, it's a relatively good show. But the story is honestly great. So I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna put you into the mid tier. Now, next we have The Amazing Digital Circus. Now, the show is about a group of humans who basically just become trapped inside a digital video game circus thing, and they try to not be a fucking psychopath. That's basically the entire show. Now, I'm gonna be honest, the show is good. It's not something I'm gonna just enjoy a lot, but it's a really good show. But the fandom is just,
Huge crush on Pomni, so he wants to know all of her favorite things.
yeah, it's questionable. But the show is honestly not that bad. If it was ranking by how the fandom acts, it would be on the dog water section. But I'm just gonna put it into the high mid section, because it's honestly a really good show. Okay, next up we have Hazbin Hotel. So I like Hazbin Hotel. Now I'm only counting the pilot because the actual season is on Amazon Prime, so I'm just counting the pilot for this one. But the show is about Charlie, the Princess of Hell, who wants to open up a restaurant to help rehabilitate sinners, something like that. Now, I really enjoy this show. Like, this is honestly one of my favorite shows, but the fandom is just,
Whether you like it or not, has a chance to be hit better.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why I don't tell people I like this show, but the show is honestly really good. Also, the Poison song was actually good.
I know it's poison, you're feeding me poison.
Now, I would put you in the good section, but I've been watching you since I was really young, and I am really young currently, so you're going into the God tier. So next up, we have Murder Drones. Now, I would like to explain what the show is about, but I honestly just do not understand it. I know it's about a rich guy who just made some robots, and that's about it. I really just don't understand the rest of the show. But I honestly like the characters and the animation, so that's good enough. And maybe, hopefully, when I understand it a bit better, I could probably give it a better rating. But I'm just gonna go off of visuals and just gonna put this into the good tier. High good tier. Okay, next up we have BDFI. Now, I don't even know if this counts, but anyways, this show is about basically some random objects slash elements just competing with each other for some reason. Now, even though the show is 14 years old, this is honestly really fun to watch. It basically has zero plot at all and is just some random objects just competing with each other for no apparent reason. So I am putting this into the good tier. Okay, and lastly, we have Helluva Boss. Now, the show is basically about these group of people who are in hell and they run a hitman business, where they kill people on Earth. Now, this is also another show where I really don't like telling people I like, but I like the show. Now, honestly, this show is good. It even looks like it was made something off of like Disney or something, because the animation is incredible on this. The only thing that really ticks me off about this show is the amount of cursing on this show, because oh my god. Also, the amount of jokes on the show, I really don't have to explain this. But still, it's a really good show and I really recommend it. So I'm just gonna put this into the God tier. So there we go. That is my unofficial, unpopular opinion about some indie shows on YouTube. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you the next time. And please subscribe, because yeah, please do it.